there we go. All right. Spirit interview 1, take 1.
Well, first of all, I am the Red Wicker.
Well, I am Griffin.
I am Alex.
I'm Timmy Fox.
I'm Darwin Fennickbender.
My name is Celia.
I'm Necro.
So, my name is Risari.
My name is Yak.
I am Lashiva Funtime. My name is Voxy.
I'm Popper Punch.
I am Vapor.
My name is Lizzie.
I'm Jace, but this is my character Helio.
So my name is Sika.
I'm Z-Great. Beep boop.
Alright, so how about we start from the beginning? What is a furry? There are two meanings to the word furry. Well, at least within the fandom. To start off, a furry could simply just mean a person who is part of the furry fandom. So basically saying that you or someone is a furry is saying that they are a part of the furry fandom. As for the second meaning, it could also refer to an animal character with anthropomorphic characteristics. Anthropomorphic is a character prefix that is given to non-human characters who have human characteristics. In this case, an animal that can walk on 2 legs, talk, and have human-like sentience. Also, a little fun fact is that the prefix isn't just limited to animal characters. So, how do people end up in the furry fandom? Well, how about we ask a couple of them?
Oh man, actually that's kind of a funny story. I was on Facebook, right? And there was Facebook games. So I remember specifically playing OV Pets, and a lot of people were having their own pets on the site, but it was mostly used for art, because you were connecting with people. And then people started talking about suits and stuff, and I was super confused. So after a bit, I kind of looked into it, what is furries? And then the whole side of internet kind of blew open into all this amazing art and stuff, and I couldn't get enough.
I was a Warrior Cats fan at first, and it slowly got more into the furry side.
Basically, I was just, I was young. I was just learning the internet as it was fairly new to me. This was like mid-2000s, and I came across just some images of like some furry art, and I thought that looked cool, and I started looking into it. I was like, okay, this seems quite interesting. I want to keep looking into this. So I kept looking into that, and I found a forum, so I joined that, and that's basically what I consider like when I officially joined.
I literally just was driving home one day. No, my mom was, because I didn't have a driver license at the time. And then I saw just randomly on YouTube, like people that were dancing in fursuits, and I was like, I like that. And then after that, I was like, okay, people in costumes. Like, then I found all that crappy stuff, and then it's like, what is this even called? And I was like, oh, it's furries? And then it's like, it's just escalated from there, kind of.
Some furries, funny enough, started off as furry haters.
Yeah, well, first I hated furries. I used to bully them, but then I stopped because I thought, this looks kind of fun. And then I just like, oh right, this actually is kind of fun. And then I just started like being a closet furry, and I was like, no, I'm not. But then I just started hanging out with furries online. But then I became one, and that's how I am now.
Also, a good handful of furries that I interviewed joined the fandom through either anime or Disney movies.
I was at an anime convention actually. I saw that and I was like, yeah, I want to do this as well.
I knew about it because of Lion King, way back. But I didn't join straight away, like after I learned about it. Like I knew about it, and then after my degree, I wanted a vacation. So I figured I should try a convention, basically. And I got hooked and came to a lot of conventions ever since.
How about we ask another question while we're at it? What animal are they dressing up as?
A German Shepherd dog.
This is a border collie or just a collie. It's supposed to be a bobcat or a lynx.
I'm basically a fennec hybrid.
It's a rabbit. It's specifically a tan rabbit.
Furries aren't even limited to regular animals, and they can get real creative.
He's a gator dog, so he's part crocodile, part dog.
My character is called just Gaurian and is a werewolf.
It's part fennec fox and part red panda.
This is Sorbet. He's an ice cream dog.
This is furry mate species. It's called protogens. These are fluffy cyborg-like characters.
It is a wiki beast. It's a fictional character.
So my persona is a demon, basically. It's called Skulldog in this community.
The character I'm dressing up as now is an Anubis Skulldog mix.
Looking into the furry fandom with fresh eyes, it's not hard to be captivated by the sheer wonder of a fursuit. One of a kind, fluffy and cuddly suit that helps to show the uniqueness of the fandom. But with how prominent these suits are in the fandom's media, you might be surprised to learn that only about 15% of the fandom owns a fursuit. That's because these suits are made to fit the person who bought it, and they take a lot of two things to get made: time and money. So how do furries get their paws on a fursuit? Well, they can either commission a fursuit maker.
My fursuit is made by a maker called Faruku Costumes.
Faranoxa on Twitter, Instagram. Wisme Creations.
This fursuit was made by Furry Joy Studios.
Galaxy Host from the Netherlands made my fursuit.
That would be Tullius. He's a Finnish fursuit maker.
Or they can learn to make one themselves.
I made it.
I made it myself.
I did. I'm a fursuit maker too.
I made it myself, actually.
I'd made it because no one in the world would be crazy enough to make this fursuit.
So how much does it cost to actually get a fursuit? Well...
My fursuit, as it is, cost me around 2,000 euros.
If I'll be honest, I probably gave around, because I made it myself, I gave like around 6,000 to 7,000 crowns.
I paid about 1,800 British pounds for it.
It might have cost me 8,000 crowns to build it with all of the materials.
Mine was 2,000 euros. Probably 2,000 euros total, because I also have full body I'm not wearing right now.
Just the raw materials were around, I'd say 2,000 euros.
It costs 1,200 euros.
This fursuit is 4.5k.
Ooh, yeah. No wonder that they're luxury items. Actually, speaking of making fursuits, why don't we actually go and interview a fursuit maker? And I think I have just the furry in mind.
My name is Keo and I am 13 years old, and I like drawing, I like fursuits and stuff, I like sewing, I like very much stuff.
How long have you been in the furry fandom, and what made you want to join?
Well, I first started doing dragon puppets. It's like, yeah, basically puppets, but it's dragons. You make it out of paper or something. And I started 1.5 years ago when I was watching TikToks on random, and it just came up on my For You page, someone wearing a mask like this, and I was like, oh my gosh, that is so cool, I need to find out what that is. And then I saw more fursuits and stuff and read about what it's all about, and I was like, I'm a furry now.
You, of course, also make your own fursuits.
Yeah.
So, how long does it usually take to make a fursuit?
I mean, I usually didn't really, it took a lot of time before, because I didn't really, I wasn't so good at it from the start. But when I got a little bit more into it and trained and stuff, I could just make a fursuit in just one day, kinda.
Now, I know there is a certain myth going around usually going around new furries, saying that you need to have a fursuit to be in the furry fandom?
No, that is not true. Cause like you can just be a fan or something. You don't even need to be a furry to have a fursuit. Even you can be in the furry fandom without having a mask or literally not having anything. You can just be a regular person who likes furries and stuff. But if you don't have money for a fursuit, that's all right. You can still count yourself as a part of them, because yeah, you're a fan and you like it too.
I love a lot about the furry fandom. For me, it is, I would say it's making, like fursuit making, and the general community and meeting friends and so on.
The people. Everybody is so kind. Everybody is just like so respectful to each other. It's like you feel home. You feel safe. You feel appreciated.
It's about how all people socialize. It's about how much friends I've made and how kind the people are. It's just chill, and that's my favorite thing about it.
Honestly, just seeing people smile, having fun, being this. All the friends, just all the fun.
I feel like if there's something that you want to create and you have a nice idea, you just gotta reach out, and everyone's so open to it. And I think that's the best thing for me.
I think the way of expression is what I love about the furry fandom.
To be yourself and to be able to express yourself in the ways that you want to.
Kindness breeds kindness. Those are words that I live by, and the furry fandom is a truly living example of it. They will always accept you, no matter who you are.
This is the furry fandom, an accepting, lovable, fuzzy family, and I wouldn't give it for the world.
Jesus, he did.